Since its establishment, the State of Israel has been struggling for survival on every front. But many Israelis face another struggle for survival: poverty. Israel has absorbed millions of immigrants, including elderly Holocaust survivors, but many are living in poverty and relying on food handouts. Led by Abraham Israel, Hazon Yeshaya is leading the fight against poverty and reaching out to those in need all over Israel.
When I was a child, I knew what it was not to have food on the table. My family had to flee from persecution from Egypt, and we ended up in Paris, where we survived for 3.5 years, eating in soup kitchens until we obtained the visa to enter the United States. I made a promise that one day I would like to repay the favor that I received. Thank God, I came to Israel and I started Hazon Yeshaya.
From their distribution centers in Jerusalem, Ashkelon, and Rishon LeZion, Hazon Yeshaya provides direct assistance to thousands of Israel's poorest citizens through its humanitarian programs. Those who are living in the most desperate poverty can come to eat in one of Hazon Yeshaya's soup kitchens. Many are elderly immigrants who have no money and no family and are too old to work. Some are younger immigrants who cannot find work in Israel and come to get food for themselves and their families. Hazon Yeshaya serves meals every day of the year because hunger takes no holidays. Hazon Yeshaya delivers food to those who are too old and frail to come to their soup kitchens. Many are survivors of the Holocaust who have suffered terribly and spent all their pension money on medical treatment, leaving them no money to buy food.
אנחנו ממשיכים לעסוק מקרוב במפעל ההזנה שאמור להבטיח לתלמידים לפחות ארוחה חמה ביום. מתברר שהמפעל הזה לא פועל כנדרש בכמה ערים.
רצו שכולם מוכנים, אנחנו לא.
ואמרו לכם למה אתם מוכנים?
אמרו צריך לשלם והכל, אבל אין כאילו מאיפה לשלם.
ילדים שאוכלים ליד ילדים בספסל סמוך שמסתכלים עליהם בעיניים רעבות. לפני יומיים הבאנו כאן את סיפור בית הספר באשקלון, שבו הורי תלמידים לא מסוגלים לשלם את הסכום הנדרש, והילדים נותרים ללא ארוחת צהריים.
Every day, Hazon Yeshaya's army of volunteers delivers hot lunches to hundreds of schools around Israel for children whose families cannot afford to feed them. Without daily nourishment, these children will fail in class and drop out of school. Hazon Yeshaya also serves thousands of hot meals to those who are blind and handicapped. Many of the people who come to the soup kitchen have broken teeth and live in pain. Hazon Yeshaya runs free dental clinics to help those who cannot afford expensive dental treatment. Their skilled dentists treat elderly people and Holocaust survivors, fitting new dentures and replacing broken teeth. Hazon Yeshaya believes in restoring the health and the dignity of those who have suffered so much in their lives. Families who cannot afford food for their children also cannot afford to pay for healthcare. Fixing the teeth of young children is important for their long-term health. Hazon Yeshaya uses the latest 3D X-ray technology to speed up the treatment process and save costs. This amazing piece of equipment was donated to Hazon Yeshaya to enable its dentists to carry out complex dental surgery for poor people free of charge. If not for Hazon Yeshaya's free dental clinics, they would suffer in pain all their lives without treatment. The Hazon Yeshaya Humanitarian Network ideally wants to help people to escape from poverty by finding employment so that they can support themselves. Training courses in Israel can cost thousands of dollars, which is beyond the budget of unemployed people. That is why Hazon Yeshaya runs free vocational training courses for single parents, battered wives, new immigrants, and those who didn't graduate high school. They train them to become secretaries, computer technicians, bookkeepers, dressmakers, hairdressers, and beauticians. They help people who have never worked to find jobs and even teach them how to set up their own business. 85% of Hazon Yeshaya's graduates find work within a few months. Thousands of men and women who previously depended on welfare and charity handouts are now able to support themselves and their families thanks to Hazon Yeshaya. This is the highest form of charity. Eliza is one of our graduates who now runs a manicure and pedicure salon from her home.
פעם הייתי אומרת שאני עובדת משק בית, הייתי עובדת מאוד קשה וגם אני חולה מהעבודה הזאת. היום אני עובדת קוסמטיקה, אני מרוויחה אפילו יותר טוב מהמשק בית ואני עובדת פחות קשה בקוסמטיקה. יש לי 5 ילדים וכששואלים אותם מה אמא שלהם עובדת, היא לא מנקה בתים, היא עובדת בקוסמטיקה, היא קוסמטיקאית.
When Israel has been attacked, Hazon Yeshaya has stepped up with emergency aid for those in the firing line. Civilians who were confined to bomb shelters in northern Israel during the Second Lebanon War and in Sderot during rocket attacks received food handouts from Hazon Yeshaya. So did refugees from Darfur when they first arrived in Israel, and teams of firefighters during the Carmel Forest Fire and those whose homes were burned out. Hazon Yeshaya uses its food preparation facilities to help whenever people in Israel are in distress. Hazon Yeshaya hosts bar and bat mitzvah celebrations for children who are orphans, disabled or disadvantaged. These are often funded by donor families who are celebrating their own children's coming of age. Everything that Hazon Yeshaya does is made possible by its worldwide network of donors and its teams of wonderful volunteers. Dozens of people like you who come from all over the world to help in their kitchens and deliver food to the needy. This helps Hazon Yeshaya to keep its overhead costs down to below 3% of its budget and to make the most of every donation. Hazon Yeshaya is really helping to make life better for thousands of Israel's poorest citizens. All the programs that you have seen here are only possible because of your support. So we thank you most sincerely and invite you to visit us again soon.
תודה רבה, חזון ישעיהו, תהיו בריאים.